dialect coach that they'd hired. And I realized basically he's just there for my accent. You know? So I just did, because I also realized, you know, in this industry, if you go there and you suck at that reading, you're going to get fired. I mean, the bottom line is they're not going to give you a second chance. You got that chance. So make sure I worked on my stuff. You know, I would go every day for 2-3 hours and work with the guy just to get the sounds right. And Tony Hopkins, he lived in my hometown of Santa Monica for a while. May still even be there. And he's such a cool dude. He used to hang out at this laundromat that was in the neighborhood next to his coffee place. And the young actors, I guess he likes young actors, because he essentially started teaching an acting class in the laundromat. Just chatting to the guy who had his morning cappuccino, whatever. But some journalists heard about it and kind of wrote what he was talking about. And Anthony Hopkins says that he does his lines 200 times aloud in his hotel room before he gets on that set. And so when I heard that, I was like, dude, it's brilliant. Because what you're doing is when you read it, if you just read it to yourself, it's different than hearing it, you saying it. You have to desensitize yourself to what your sound is, especially when you're doing, because for English, the English sound, certain sounds are so unusual to the American dialect, like to say the word, we say the word last, or we say the word father, and they're like father, lost. That's weird. But when you string it all together, it's like, last we saw Pope Victor. You know, it flows, you need it. So you do, by doing the homework, and really, dialect is like science. Take your words, if you have the word rain in an English or a Cockney dialect, you're really going to hit it. There's an I that goes in there mixed in there. It's right. So you cross that rain out, and you basically write R-I-N. You're trying to say right. So you don't learn rain, you learn right. And so you program that in. You say it aloud. And maybe I got myself up to maybe 100 times of repetition before I had that scene with where we do the bootstrap and, you know, I'm telling a story. You know? And all that it's really, the whole thing is tons of boring, hard work.
That was my first day of work.
Was it that one?
Yeah.
I remember you because I had that mop with the fake car, and Marty's like, I'm going to stand in the back. I know I'll get camera time.
He's slapping that stuff around like, yeah, there's a lot of people go out and go back there. Slapping that stuff around. I had to get up there just for the line and then come back. That's my first day.
Did you guys play any like really good pranks on each other on set?
Oh, don't even go.
Don't ask me. I'm going to say that was a yes. He's the prankster.
What about Johnny?
Johnny's pretty badass at that. There was a couple good ones. You want to tell?
You tell the story. It's much funnier when you do.
No, I want to hear your version. I'll correct it.
Like I said earlier, I had done a scene where I was naked and whatever. There's stills from it, and I have stills, whatever. And, I don't know how, one of the, it was Joel, the key makeup artist, whatever, he got a copy of me standing there naked, and all you see is me from behind, and there's the female, and she's standing in front of the elevators, and we're having a conversation.
He's naked, oiled up, all shiny, in cowboy boots and a cowboy hat.
Yeah, so and all of a sudden I came in one day to my room. Oh no, it was up on Joel's mirror. That's
yeah, it was on the mirror.
It was on Joel's mirror, and here it is. Joel's driver, or Johnny's driver, is now tipped the girl. He somehow took the girl out of the picture to put Johnny's driver there. And like somehow got his like he must have been standing away with his hand was in front of his crotch, and then he had a penis coming out. So it looks like I'm getting ready to do Johnny's driver. I was kind of like, it was really funny, but I was kind of like really pissed, like, wow, you know. And he goes, hey, it wasn't me. And I looked down there, and there's Johnny smiling. I was like, in lunch hour, hey, what's wrong with this picture? And so I still have it. I think it's kind of cool that, like, Johnny Depp, you know, wanted to play a prank on me. It's
a silent assassin.
stunt coordinator on Pirates, we actually kind of had a falling out during 2 and 3 because after 2 was done, I had come up like there was like 20 days of the whole shoot of 2 that I thought were actually should have been considered also stunt days. Like you said, there would be times like, okay, you guys go sit, Marty, we need to stay here and do all this stuff with the stunt guys. So I'm thinking, okay, well you should pay me also, you know, as a stuntman too. And so I went into Disney, you know, played my case. Like, okay, we'll take that into consideration. And then he went to the coordinator, and the coordinator's like, no, none of those were stunts. So I was like, all right, you just threw me under the bus, you prick. You know, it's like, you know, what the hell? So during 3, I would look at him, and, you know, he would look at me, and 5 times the end, I'm just like, you know, this is bullshit. I'm just going to make up with him because there's too many other stunt guys that were involved that I was friends with. That you know, I don't want to burn a bridge with somebody.